nerfs. 6, which is really good for me. I don't get very hyped, man. I'm just not a hypey person. Definitely a sniper. It felt like a sniper, but not because of that turn at the end there, but because of when he started playing around the combo a lot earlier. Played around my Anduin turn and things like that. There's nothing that was glaringly obvious. There's actually ways he could make a read about everything. So that's why I didn't call him a sniper. He could just be really good. But he was either a sniper or very good, for sure. From like turn 7 onward, he started doing weird things. But it was very possible to tell, because I had a bunch of dead turns where my hands were Mind Blast, Anduin. So like he could have easily just made that read. But it's very rare that you're going to find someone at rank 2 making hand reads. Here's another guy playing another deck that's going to be nerfed soon. Every opponent's playing a deck that's getting nerfed.
Reporting for duty.
Don't mind blast his face. How do you feel about Hunter receiving no nerfs? I feel like Hunter received pseudo nerfs. Hunter lost some of its best matchups, and some of its worst matchups lost some of their worst matchups. This deck almost always beats Death Rattle Hunter. Just straight up destroys Death Rattle Hunter. And is now suddenly playable because of the Druid nerf. So that's pretty sweet. And this deck, like literally like 80% of the time beats Death Rattle Hunter, if not higher.
Let me think.
Why does this deck destroy Death Rattle Hunter? Because it has burn damage, Death Rattle Hunter has limited healing, and it has Psychic Scream, and Death Rattle Hunter builds a board of Death Rattle minions, and Psychic Scream picks them up and removes them, ignoring the traits of the Death Rattle. So it smashes it.
Reporting for duty.
Is the level up nerf really that huge? Yeah. That whole deck is just level up. Deck is like Corridor Creeper, level up, and then random cards. And Fungal Mancer, I guess. But Odd Paladin only functions because of buffs. Removing buffs from it makes it unplayable. It's a buff deck. This deck takes a hot, steaming dump on this Odd Paladin. Holy smokes. I got 3 more AoEs in my hand. Come at me, bro. nerfs should make Quest Rogue better or not. That'd be funny if Quest Rogue be given tier 1 again. That would be hilarious. I would be pretty astounded if it does. I don't think it's likely to, but it would be really funny. It would be really funny. He can still win this with Mind Cleaver power. What are my thoughts on Topsy Priest after the nerfs? I think it's a pretty mediocre tier 2 deck before the nerfs, and I think not much has changed after the nerfs with that deck. I don't know, I played it a bunch on stream, watched it a bunch, saw it get played in that tournament. About half the competitors had it in that tournament. None of the people that had it made it to the top 16. It had a terrible win rate in that tournament. I think it's an overhyped deck. So skillful though, so skillful. But I think it's pretty overhyped. Dog says unstoppable in OP. Yeah, Dog should have won the tournament then. I don't know, I don't see it.
Let me think. Reporting for duty.
The light dims, but we fight.
We gotta save Dustbreaker. Dustbreaker is for the 3/3s.
Mushroom power! Move quickly. Reporting for duty.
Is someone injured?
I need to find another dragon so I can play this Primordial Drake.
I wonder. Reporting for duty. Move quickly.
How much healing do they have in that deck? None?
Reporting for duty.
Right away.
Medicine insects.
Oh.
Reporting for duty. Happy feast of Wintervale, chap.
Rogue. Rogue beats up this deck. Like Odd Rogue could be the deck that holds this one down. Odd Rogue's quite good. Think he's still playing Kingsbane?
Job's done.
We need a dragon. He's not odd. Maybe he's playing Kingsbane and he doesn't know. I don't think he's playing Kingsbane. Hoo-hoo! The dragon. Oh, the Tuptics.
Pain, speak to me.
Bring on the pain. Dude, Wild Growth went unnerfed for so long, I thought they would just never nerf it. I actually just thought they were just never gonna nerf Druid. It's just been so broken for so long, I thought they just wanted it that way. It was such a shock when I saw the announcement. Can someone explain the Kingsbane nerf team? Kingsbane and Shadowhawk were decks that were combo decks that could also have a fairly good chance against aggro, which could leave you feeling kind of helpless. They're a little unfun to play against. They kind of have the polarized matchups of Quest Rogue, and they box out control from the game. For about a year, we've had two archetypes in the game, aggro and combo, because the combo decks were so good that you couldn't play control. And a coin flippy meta like that's unhealthy. Game's just better when you have more directions you can take it. You probably want to respect Fungal Man. You want to have a control option, an aggro option, and a combo option. Decks that just 100% beat control are upsetting. Logic behind the Nourish nerf? Every Druid deck included 2 copies of Wild Growth and 2 copies of Nourish for, I would say, about 4.5 years. And maybe it's time to mix it up a little bit. Keep the game fresh. That's why I think they did it. Even if Nourish isn't OP, it's just been the same thing for too long. I'm tired of the same, at least I am. So I like the mix-up, man. Ooh, kill him. You haven't seen anyone complain about these nerfs? Oh, I tweeted that I was really happy about the nerfs, and then there's like 10 people arguing about how the nerfs are silly and why did they nerf, you know, Wild Growth and Nourish? It's like, alright, I don't want to talk to you guys. It's like, oh my gosh. There's a giant troop of people that are... There's always people unhappy no matter what happens, but there's a lot of people that were just like, these shouldn't have been nerfs, man. I was very shocked that that group of people exists. I think it's kind of funny and sad. But yeah, you can't please everybody, right? And that's just a shining example. You can nerf Druid and people are still mad. You nerfed Wild Growth, which everyone's wanted to nerf forever. And then people are still mad. It sounds tough to be a developer. I sympathize with them more and more every time. Max tempo. Oh, hit me with that Lich King. Oh!
I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
The light has betrayed me. How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Alright, I got 16 damage next turn, he's at 15 life. What do you think is better to climb 5 to Legend? Spellhunter or Odd Rogue? I personally think Odd Rogue's the better deck. Odd Rogue's a lot harder than Spellhunter to play though. That's forgiving. Depends how hard you want to autopilot, I guess. Baron Boy 528 just subscribed for 16 months in a row. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate your continued support. Contra Rat just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Alex of Lyria subscribed for 7 months in a row. Big 7, lucky number. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Bombo.combo just subscribed.